On Halloween night, the kids lined up to check the candy they had collected. When it was Nelson's turn, his bag got stuck in the machine's entrance, so he forced the bag further inside. A moment later, white smoke started pouring out of the machine. Bart was so scared that he froze in place. Lisa tried to save Bart, but both of them were hit by the radiation. The principal became extremely worried, thinking Lisa had been crushed to death. But in the next second, Lisa lifted the cabinet with ease and threw it out of the room. Only then did Bart realize that after being exposed to radiation, Lisa had gained superhuman strength. He started wondering if he had gained powers too.
No, looks normal. Wait a minute. Look at me! Ow!
Lisa thought they could become superheroes. One time, when someone robbed a bank, Bart blocked the robber's escape route. Lisa delivered the final blow and successfully took the criminal down. Another time, Bart reached into a sewer and easily retrieved Homer's watch when enemies invaded. Lisa even lifted the Statue of Liberty and used it to pierce through their spaceship. That day, warrior Princess Xena held a fan meet and greet. But suddenly, a collector broke into the event. He wanted to turn Xena into part of his collection. Using his powerful magnetic abilities, he captured her and took her away. Meanwhile, Bart and Lisa were raking leaves in the yard. By coincidence, they discovered that Xena had been kidnapped. Bart immediately transformed, allowing Lisa to ride on his back.
Remember, you're vulnerable to kryptonite!
Jeez, Marge, tell the neighborhood!
The collector hung Xena on the wall. Many other famous people were imprisoned there as well. He sealed all of them inside bags and admired his own collection. Bart and Lisa smashed through the wall and charged inside. Lisa declared that the collector's good days were over, but she never expected the collector to pull out a gun. Lisa was hit by a laser blast and fell to the ground. The collector continued attacking Bart and activated a vacuum storage device. Bart and Lisa were tied together. The collector pressed the button, planning to seal them both inside. After that, the collector confessed his love to Xena. Xena quickly came up with a plan. She pretended to surrender and agreed to follow his demands.
Got your limbs!
But when the collector realized he had been tricked, he became furious. Xena broke free from her restraints and launched a fierce attack against him. In the end, the collector pulled out his limited edition lightsaber and challenged Xena to a duel. When Xena saw that he had actually opened the original packaging of the lightsaber, she was completely shocked.
No! It's no longer a collectible!
What a nerd.
Lucite, heartening.
I think I'll bottle feed that one.
The doctor discovered that one of the two brothers carried an evil gene to make sure the other child stayed safe. The doctor gave the kind-hearted Bart to Maggie, but what to do with the other child became a difficult problem. 10 years later, the siblings heard a loud roar coming from the attic. Bart guessed it was a cat making the noise, but the cat was sleeping with Lisa. The mysterious sound terrified both of them. The next day, Bart questioned Homer about the strange noises from the attic, but Homer told him there was nothing up there. Maggie reminded Homer that it was time. Homer then took a bucket of fish heads out of the fridge and carried it upstairs. Soon, the sound of a beast eating echoed from the attic. This made Bart and Lisa even more curious, so they kept asking about the secret hidden upstairs.
I worked my butt off to feed you 4 kids, and all you do it. What?
Homer accidentally let something slip, but he quickly covered it up with another excuse. After their parents left, the 3 children secretly opened the attic door. They carefully looked around, but found nothing unusual. Just then, a flash of lightning lit up the room. Lisa suddenly caught a glimpse of a dark figure. A terrifying monster appeared right in front of them. The children immediately hid in fear. At that moment, Homer and Maggie came home. The kids quickly told them there was a monster in the attic. Homer grabbed a baseball bat and went upstairs to investigate. All he found was, it got away, leaving only a mark on the front door. Maggie immediately called the doctor. The doctor arrived soon after and finally revealed the truth. It turned out that Maggie had given birth to a rare pair of conjoined twins years ago. Their names were Hugo and Bart. Hugo was believed to carry the evil gene, so the family decided to lock Hugo in the attic like an animal. They only fed him 1 bucket of fish heads every week. Bart refused to believe it at first, until he discovered the scar on his own body. The most important thing now was to find Hugo. Everyone went out searching, leaving Bart home alone to guard the house. Terrified, he locked every door and window tightly.
You're here, aren't you?
Yes, Bart. I never left you.
What do you want from me?
You'll see. After the surgery.
It turned out that Hugo had been practicing his stitching skills in the attic every day. Pigeons and rats were his practice subjects. Just as he was about to begin, the doctor arrived in time. The doctor tricked Hugo into looking in a mirror, then knocked him unconscious while he was distracted. To make up for his mistake, the doctor came up with a solution. He decided to let Hugo take Bart's place in the family. Meanwhile, Bart was locked away in the attic, only allowed to eat a bucket of fish heads every week. Bart came to pick out a Christmas gift for Lisa. Just then, a toy truck started flashing its lights at him, but Bart had no intention of buying it. Suddenly, the truck transformed right before his eyes, turning into a pink sports car. Bart decided to give it to Lisa as a Christmas present. Lisa wasn't expecting much from the gift, but the moment she saw the sports car, she was absolutely thrilled. In front of Maggie, the sports car transformed into a robot, fired lasers, and burned the dolls into ashes. Late that night, while Lisa was sleeping soundly, the robot transformed once again. It grabbed Lisa's toy doll, then sent out energy waves toward every electronic device in the room. One by one, they were successfully activated and transformed into robots. When Lisa woke up the next morning, they instantly returned to their original forms, pretending like nothing had ever happened. The next day, Homer noticed something strange in the kitchen. When Homer started his car, the vehicle suddenly transformed, leaving Homer trapped inside the exhaust pipe. Flanders' car also transformed into a robot. The white robot launched the first attack, and the two sides quickly entered a fierce battle. Before long, Springfield had become a battlefield for robots. A plane that had just landed, along with the boarding bridge, transformed and joined the fight. Even ATMs transformed, constantly shooting out piles of cash. Just as both sides prepared to unleash their ultimate weapons and fight until the end, Maggie appeared in time and stopped the battle.
Stop it! Because you're mad at each other doesn't mean you have to destroy our town.
That does not compute.
Real.
It computes a little.
What's this whole intergalactic tiff about anyway?
You know, I don't remember.
Neither do I.
Maggie was completely confused, unable to understand why they were fighting each other. And just like that, the robots let go of their past grudges and formed a brand new alliance. Together, the robots took control of humanity. Soon after, the town returned to its former peace and quiet. Everyone went back to their normal lives. Homer and Maggie took their youngest daughter to kindergarten. This was the craziest prank Bart had ever pulled off. He actually made the principal go to the bathroom in front of the entire school. The whole thing was beyond embarrassing. Then, while the teachers were holding their staff meeting, he filled the entire conference room with laughing gas. Every teacher there laughed so hard they could barely stand up straight. After that, he teamed up with Milhouse and released a giant ball that blocked the doorway, trapping all the teachers inside. But Bart still wasn't satisfied. He even messed with the principal's car by tying balloons all over the engine. Just when his classmates were praising him, the principal suddenly appeared behind him. With an angry look on his face, he ordered Bart to remove all the balloons from the engine. Bart had no choice but to obey. The principal then took him back to the office for a serious talk. During the lecture, the principal had to admit that Bart's pranks were actually pretty creative. But he also told Bart that he wasn't the greatest prankster he had ever seen. There was someone else who was even better. No matter how much Bart begged him to reveal the name, the principal refused to say who it was. With no other option, Bart secretly broke into the school archives, hoping to find some clues about this mysterious prankster. Soon, he discovered something strange. 10 years ago, the school newspaper had stopped publishing for 2 whole weeks. Before the shutdown, the principal back then had been cheerful and full of energy. But after that incident, he suddenly became serious and mature, as if he had completely changed into a different person. While Bart was still confused, Lisa spotted Willie hiding in a corner. Bart immediately went over and questioned him. That was when Willie finally revealed what had happened years ago. 10 years earlier, Springfield Elementary had a swimming pool. Back then, the principal absolutely loved swimming. One day, he walked onto the diving board like he always did, but he forgot to check the pool first. After he turned around and jumped in, he realized the water had been replaced with bugs. The principal struggled desperately, trying to climb out of the pool. But at that moment, the prankster pressed a button controlling the pool sections, locking him inside a small compartment of the pool. And just like that, the principal was trapped in a pool full of bugs for 2 entire days. It wasn't until Tuesday morning when school started again that Willie finally found him and rescued him.